Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good day. Let's see. Okay, I've got audio. Hey, Mom. Need to up my font size. But yeah, hope everyone's been having a good day. I got a couple things done. Let me pull some of this up. So, big things that happened. I got version 091 of Ergot out. Two main things in there. Excuse me. The first is that it bumped its Maitake sync dependency up to 022, which Eliza released recently, which fixes the issue with atomics on no atomic systems like the RP2040. So that means that you don't need a patch in your you don't need a patch anymore. I can look at this pull request. Closed. So the big things is if you have like an ESP32C3, which I know some people have been using, or a RP2040, or really any Cortex M0 or things like that, you no longer need this patch anymore. Because now it's supported, so it should work, and if it doesn't, then let me know. The other big thing that happened is I took some of the stuff that was just sitting in notes for a while and shoved it in the book. It's not done, but it's as done as it is right now, and it's better here than it is in the in my notes, basically. So this is in the feature overview. This is kind of the thing that we talked about on some of the streams last week, of basically looking at what Ergot can do, either from like a topological level right now, like how you would connect these systems, and then some like pointers to examples that make that clear, or talking about some of the like things you can do with sockets. But yeah, it's going well. So if anyone wants to augment these, or when I get some inspiration to come back to this is just in the book section. So I've just been linking to everyone to the book section. Let's see, checking on stuff for the stream. Ooh, hopefully we're going to see if this makes me hiccup. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off and hope that my Ethernet device switches over. So give me 1 second. Okay, hopefully test, I'm still here. I guess let me know, chat, if this is still working. I don't see any dropped frames, so I'm going to hope that the internet just worked and maybe there was a hiccup, but yeah, hopefully it's still good. Cool. So the other thing that I have is I put up a discussion for call for experimentation. This is me just basically begging for people to try it out. So I've been posting about this on Blue Sky. I've been sharing in some chats. I'll probably keep sharing it. But basically, I've just been asking people to just give Ergot a spin. So reading the docs, trying out the demos, open up a discussion for things. Basically, just hey, try and use it, and let me know how using it goes. So if you want to follow this, this is in discussions. It's the big pinned discussion right now. When people have good conversation points on different places, I try and add it here. But yeah, I'm going to keep trying to point people towards this and keep getting people to try it out. And I've had a couple people say, hey, okay, cool, I might have a project where I can try this out in. So that is awesome. Because even though I'm working on some code stuff right now, I think the biggest thing that will help Ergot is getting me to not be the only contributor to Ergot. So I think I'm the only contributor right now. I think I have all the issues. Maybe not all the issues. There might be some other people who have opened issues, but I think I have all the commits. I don't know if I've merged any PRs from anyone else, so I want to fix that. I want other people to open PRs and give Ergot a try, and so that's kind of what I'm going for this week. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I have a ton more. I do think I did merge the Tilt app. So the stuff that I was doing that we looked at the logic analyzer for this morning. So I got that all merged. It's not like cleaned up and done, but I wanted to get that other stuff with my Take merged. So I didn't want to deal with merge conflict. So I think I'm going to eventually clean this up and maybe do maybe even something in the book that shows like, hey, if you have an embedded system, this is what it's going to look like with like here we've got the Tilt app in the stud demos. I've got the shared ICD crate where I think I'm going to start putting all of the like data types from the different examples. I have a bunch of copied and pasted ones right now, but I think I'm just going to get all the demos using the same shared ICD crate because it's mostly just silly data types. And I'm not going to publish this or anything like that, so it's fine to exist. Yeah. And then, yeah, in the RP2350, I have the firmware for this. So I'll probably also, I need to add some readmes to these. So, yeah, like I said, I'll get a coherent example out of this. If anyone's looking for a PR, adding some readmes. Any folder that you see that doesn't have a readme, if you want to add a readme, that'd be an awesome place to put it. Or like here, I just realized that I haven't added one for the 2350 that I've added, or to explain shared ICD. So if anyone wants to open up a real easy PR, I would love to merge other people's PRs. What else I got going on? I don't think there's any new discussions other than mine. Sminez, I got a chance to respond to Sminez, yep, his comment about Plan 9. I still have no idea what I'm talking about for Plan 9, but I at least gave some explanation on how you might use it. I think that's going to be a lot of my answers is like, hey, chances are if you try and implement this, you're going to run into problems, but I want other people to run into those problems because I'm going to prioritize it. If that's my promise. If you run into problems and you're open up issues or discussions or PRs, I'm going to fix yours. So I'm looking for inspiration. I figure out if I ever put these diagrams anywhere, because I definitely put these. I've talked about these on chat a bunch, and I've posted stuff about them. I wonder if these. I don't think these have ever made it into the docs anywhere. I should put that somewhere. I'm gonna open up an issue discussion. Let me put it in the other discussions because I'm putting stuff there. Cool. Oh, hell yeah. So we talked, this is one of the people that I was talking to on, oh, interesting. Okay, so they named the Tokyo Stud feature. Okie dokie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If it builds, I'm going to merge it. Improve workflows. Very cool. Do. To eventually get Ergot to compile with the feature Tokyo Stud, my Rust analyzer go crazy with this project for some reason. I don't see why it wouldn't work though. Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm not seeing drop frames. Google is... The studio preview is freaking out a little bit. Question mark? So we get go. My Rust analyzer refused to import some features and compile a project. What version of Cargo do I use? I'm just using whatever's stable. The thing is, I don't have a project-wide... I'm hoping you can see this Numenex because for some reason... I don't know. The studio preview is not having fun with it. But worst case, I'll upload the recording again like I did last time. But the thing is that I have, because I have different architectures and stuff, the project is split up into actually a couple of workspaces. So because cargo workspaces don't work well for multiple kinds of projects. So let's see, I do have... Where am I? I'm in, yeah. So if you just open up at the top level, Rust Analyzer is not going to like that because I don't have a top level workspace. But if you open up, basically if you move to crates, Ergot, and you open it there, then Rust Analyzer should be happy with that. If it's not, let me know. Also, let me know if you can actually hear me right now because the YouTube studio thinks that none of this is going live, but you know, OBS is still very happy with it. So I have no idea. You'll have to let me know, chat. But yeah, I'll just pause that because it's making me nervous. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're, like I said, if you are in the root of the crate, then you can run the check all script, and that should build everything fine. It might complain if you're missing certain targets, but you should be able to just install those. But yeah, let me know how that's going for you. Okay. Let me see if... Yeah, I think it's this. The issue is probably just that... Yeah, the stud is activating the stud feature. Okay. I probably should get the CI to just do the same thing that the check all script is doing. I don't remember why I did them differently. I think partially just so I get like separate items like this. I don't know. If people want to make changes to the GitHub CI, I'm also down for that. But yeah. Cool. I'm excited to have a PR open. Thank you very much, Numenex. Let me check B-Sky if anyone else has thoughts. Let's see. Someone sent me something privately, so... Share the issue, the results with you in a GitHub issue well enough obfuscated. Hell yeah. Thank you, anonymous person who knows that they sent me a DM. I'm excited and hope you get a chance to see this. I also had someone else send me a DM. I'm going to open this up to make sure I'm not showing DMs. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else. I'll stick around to see if Numenex has a chance to try it out. If anyone else has any questions, now would be a good time to ask. Otherwise, I'll wrap up for the day. I don't have a specific, like I said, my main goal is to get other people working on this. I'll probably clean up that example. I think I would like to get like an end-to-end test going. I might show some love to the stud examples because the stud examples I think are what a lot of people are going to be running because they don't have hardware handy. So I probably could stand to have a better like tutorial or something experience with stud and maybe explain some of how that works. I think some of that helps in like the feature overview. But yeah. Yeah, if other people have thoughts, hit me up in the discussions. That is a good place to do it. Just add a comment here and let me know. Otherwise, I'm excited to get this merged. Okay, I was hanging out for another minute or two, but then I gotta go and take my dog out for a walk because he's gotta go outside. Yeah, still kind of warm here in Berlin. I keep saying that it's one of those, in the summer it's warm and I wish that it was cool, and then in the winter it's cold and I wish that it was warm. So I don't know. I'm the I don't know. Not I need to live somewhere that's a constant like 20 degrees Celsius year round, so I can wear a sweater if I want and not if I don't want. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep bugging people, so hopefully we'll get more folks hanging out on streams and in chat, and otherwise I'm just gonna keep plugging along. So thank you to everyone who has taken the time to give me feedback and stuff. Thank you to everyone who hangs out in chat. I'll probably wrap up here in a minute, but I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will wait until wait another minute or two, because I know there's lag in the chat, but if not, I will catch you around. So you can stare at me, stare at this PR. Let me make sure. Yeah, approve. Let's see how this goes. Thank you again, Numinex. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, it's a little font over there. Numinex. Oh, something's still upset. What is something upset about? Oh, is this just... I think it's just one of the examples is not... So Numinex, if you are watching this, it's in demos stood Ergot client. It could be... Do I not have a path depth for that? I thought I had a path depth for that. Crates... Ergot. What am I doing? It's in demos. Demos. Stood. And this is gonna have this. So Ergot. This is in stood. What did? Let me look at the diff here. Yeah, that's fine. I need to look at the demos. Crates. Okay, yeah. Numinex, if you are listening, I don't know if you can hear me, but you probably need to go into the demos. Okie dokie. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you to everyone watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Talk to you all later.